The suppressed pistol, one of the most iconic and widely loved weapons from early Chapter 1. It was initially released as an upgrade to the normal gray through blue pistol, much like the SCAR was to the normal AR. Like many other weapons that have been around for this long, there have been plenty of balance changes to ensure that it isn't either complete garbage or overpowered and meta-defining. The changes it has gotten has been mostly good, such as reducing the headshot damage from around 70 at gold rarity to 58, making it fully automatic along with most other pistols, and making the reload time significantly faster. However, there's one massive change that I have not seen a single person bring up when talking about this gun, and that's the whole reason I'm making this video. The magazine size reduction. This has always been such a bizarre change to me. A bunch of the other Chapter 1 nerfs made sense to me, like yeah, Grey Pump shouldn't be able to one-tap anybody, and SMG shouldn't have an average damage per second of 300 with a 2x headshot multiplier, but the suppressed pistol change just felt like overkill. The gun was never a must-carry or even all that used compared to many of the other Chapter 1 staples. It remained relatively unchanged throughout Chapter 1, aside from the minor change of having its rarity decreased in the middle of Season 5. It consistently remained in the Chapter 1 loot pool until its inevitable vaulting at the start of Chapter 2. It was re-added shortly after in version 12.0, also known as Chapter 2 Season 2, as it fit the whole undercover spy theme that the season was going for. The dilemma with it being brought back, however, came with the introduction of the epic and legendary normal pistols that were added at the beginning of Chapter 2 Season 1, only a couple months earlier. This meant that there would be 2 direct upgrades to the normal pistol in the loot pool, so Epic decided to change up its role a little bit. They removed 4 bullets from the magazine, as well as increasing the spawn rates a decent amount. This, along with it being more accurate than the base pistol, meant that it was turned into a sort of alternative that was more accurate, but at the cost of holding less ammunition. In my humble opinion, this completely killed the gun for me. Since the magazine size was only 16 to begin with, a reduction of 4 bullets meant that you were taking away a quarter of its ammo capacity. Just going off of the blue rarity as a baseline, this would mean 104 less damage if you hit all body shots, and 208 less damage if you hit all headshots. While the gun initially did 1 to 2 less damage per shot than the upgraded pistol, it was later changed so that every single stat other than the magazine size and spread became the exact same as the pistol. This includes the reload speed, so it's not like you're reloading any faster for this reduction in ammo capacity. The reload time is still stupid quick, don't get me wrong, but especially at higher rarities, but at the same time, so is the base pistols. They're the exact same. There is one specific exception to this that I haven't mentioned though, that being the Shadow Tracker. It was released as one of the 7 new guns in the exotic rarity at the beginning of Chapter 2 Season 5. And was a modified version of the suppressed pistol that marked your enemy for a short duration whenever you got a hit with it. But wait, do you see that? It has 16 bullets! None of the other exotics this season were given a buff like this, aside from their obvious abilities. Like, for instance, the Dub didn't have its body shot damage reverted to 150 like it was initially in Season 5, so why go this extra step and revert the magazine size only for the Shadow Tracker? My only theory is that, just like in Chapter 1, the Shadow Tracker was once again a direct upgrade rather than an alternative, like it was turned into in Chapter 2. It did as much damage as the Legendary, and there was only one of them you could obtain per game, making it objectively better than the normal pistol that was still in the loot pool. But what really got me back into my obsession with the balance changes of this gun were a combination of 2 things that have happened recently. This being its addition to the OG mode for Season 2, and the addition of the Mythic in Chapter 2 Season 2 of Normal Battle Royale. But what's wrong with the addition to the OG mode, though, you may be asking yourself. It still has the 2.5 times headshot multiplier, so it's faithful to how it was in the original Season 2. But despite how faithful it and many others are in OG, they kept the magazine reduction. It still only has a capacity of 12 bullets. I feel like I'm going insane. And it's not like they're against reverting magazine sizes, because they did it for guns like the TAC SMG. This just has me completely stumped. It can't be a bug because it still has this ammo capacity months later, and it's not like it would be too overpowered because all of the other weapons have kept things that made them OP. For instance, the burst still has the 3 times headshot multiplier, so why doesn't the suppressed pistol get the same treatment? It's so weird, and I genuinely have no explanation for why it's the way it is in that mode. But now for Chapter 6 of Battle Royale. The suppressed pistol is most likely the staple pistol for Chapter 6, as it was added into the base loot pool on day 1 of Chapter 6 Season 1, and so far it's lasted 2 seasons and is still the weapon you reboot with. So for Season 2, they decided to make a mythic variant of it. Most of the other Chapter 6 mythics have the title Enhanced, meaning that they have some sort of buff compared to their floor loot counterparts, further setting them apart. For instance, the Hollow Twister has faster aim down sights, the Twinfire has a faster reload time, and the Suppressed Pistol has nothing. It still has 12 bullets. Wouldn't this be like the perfect time to increase the magazine size? Hell, even the Sentinel Pump's enhanced version adds to its magazine size. So just like in OG, it's not like magazine size buffs are completely out of the question. And just like the Shadow Tracker, there's only one of these things per game, and it is a direct upgrade to the normal Suppressed Pistol. So why does the Shadow Tracker get the specific advantage, but the Mythic Pistol doesn't? And then you realize, for whatever reason, the specific Mythic doesn't even have the Enhanced tagline. So I guess that means it's just okay to have it be nearly the exact same as the Gold variant, both a slightly higher DPS. And I guess like a 0.001 faster reload speed. Look at me did that. Aside from just yapping about statistics, I've personally noticed this reduction of ammo in my actual games. I end up needing to reload a whole lot more than I would with most other pistols. I should, though, clarify that I am not by any means a pro at the game. I have primarily played very casually throughout my 7 years on this game, and this weapon is still good. I still do love using it, but God, I have felt this nerf significantly more than nerfs to other weapons. A lot of this may be a skill issue. I mean, it probably is, honestly, but I just feel like this nerf was just strange and like really, really overkill. It's just so odd to see one of my favorite guns from back in the day have such a just bizarre and weird change to it, and yet I see nobody talk about it. Even in Chapter 2, Season 2, when this change initially went live, I saw like none of the YouTubers I used to watch bring it up.
No. No. They did not bring my baby back. They did not bring my baby, bro. No, please don't kill me now. Please, not now. They brought back the Suppressed Pistol, bro. This is my favorite gun in the game.
I personally think a fire rate reduction would have been better for balancing this gun, much like what happened to the Suppressed SMG. I feel like this would make it stand out from the normal pistol more than the magazine reduction ever could, and play into it being a more accurate version of the pistol, since this would actually decrease the bullet spread. I'm obviously not a developer, and I don't know all the ins and outs of weapon balancing, but this has just always felt off to me. I mean, I'm probably wrong. I am the guy who thinks Wrecked was a top 5 season, so I mean, what do I know about proper balancing? But still, I hope one day this change gets reverted, and the Suppressed Pistol can fully reclaim its former glory.
Like that's ever gonna happen.
If you made it this far into the video, thank you! I really hope you enjoyed my schizo ramblings about a relatively minor change to a virtual pistol. This is my first time making a video like this, and as somebody who's played the game actively since Chapter 1 Season 3, I have a lot to say about it. Who knows, I may make more videos like this, I may completely drop it, I'm honestly not sure where I'll go. If you have any advice on how I can improve, let me know in the comments, and I might see you next time.